All right, guys. I've been talking about doing this for a long time. So welcome to my learner's Inferno run. In this video, I'm gonna try and cram as much knowledge as I have while doing an Inferno run. So we're not gonna be covering all bases. It's not exactly a guide, but I am gonna be explaining everything that's happening as good as I can. So we're gonna start with a lot of people ask me, like, how do you do to start the Inferno with like a 137 prayer instead of 99? Well, there's a technique for that, and that technique requires the ancient mace. I don't exactly remember how you acquire it. You can look it up on the OSR's wiki. And your best melee gear, basically. You're also going to need the Slayer or Undead combat dummy in your house. So let's fucking go. I'm about to show you how we do. So this is my max melee gear tab. Never mind the whip. Whip that from my bank. Here we go. I'm gonna tell you to my house. So what you do is I bring the Dragon Battle Axe. You could bring like a strength potion or something like that, but Dragon Battle Axe also works. Use the special attacks to boost you up to 118 strength. Go to your pool like that, and then you switch to your ancient mace. You're gonna attach your undead combat dummy, and then you're gonna click on your spec. Use piety and then hit it quick and then deactivate your piety. And here, as you can see, I have 137 prayer points. Now these prayer points are gonna stay if you log out or you log back in. They're basically gonna stay until you spend them, and then you're gonna go back to your maximum of 99 prayer point. So next we go to the Inferno BLP, the Fairy Ring. Know that. And today, obviously, the run is going to be with max gear, so that means Tebow, Ellie, and you know, all that jazz. Kodai, because you know, that's the not easiest way, but that's the nice way to learn, in my opinion. Walk to the bank. I do like to have a bit of game sound for the Inferno, especially if you're learning. It gives some very helpful cues and all that, as far as, like, you know, getting the rhythm for flicks. So, bank all my items. I have a beautiful little Inferno tab here with a bunch of light gear. But let me show you. I'm going to take the Justy Phase Guard because I believe this is what, like, somebody on their first run would take. Maybe you're going to want to bring your Ancestral Robe Bottom. But that's all personal preferences, really. Dragon Arrows for my Tebow. I bring the Ring of Suffering. If you're learning, it's nice because it does offer some really good defense bonuses. Blowpipe, Ava's Assembler, Kodai Insignia, of course. And I believe that's all I need. So I'm going to equip. Normally I start with my mage gear on because you're going to want to freeze the nibblers right when you get into the Inferno, right? So this is that. This is how I set up my inventory, because you don't really need the Tebow until you get to the wave like 34 and all that. Whenever I get to wave 34, normally I move it around here. But this is what I use. Next, I forgot to do it in my house, but I have my Magic Cape, so it's not a problem. Magic Cape allows you to switch your spell book a few times a day, so I'm gonna switch to Ancient. Yeah, okay, yeah. The teleport spells. That's weird. Okay, alright, never mind. I guess I'm not used to seeing them because normally I don't have these runes in my my pouch whenever I do it. So you're gonna need blood runes, death runes, and soul runes. You don't need water runes because you have the Kodai Insignia. The Kodai actually acts like water runes. You can't go running around with that pet here. Okay, so shout out to that guy, Root Chomper. This is gonna be in the video. Yeah, cheers. We'll do a big bless, Root Chomper. Okay. All right. Always meet some nice people in the game. That's very cool. If you're a learner, you can bring your Faldor shield. it gives you a little more prayer than like a super restore would, and that's always cool. But you don't have to, honestly, especially if you learn how to one tick flick. I have a one tick flick guide that I'm gonna link here, I guess, or in the description of the video. And let's go. Let me gear up. So what I do is I take my pre-pot. Pre-pot is 1 angler, my imbued heart, bastion sip, stamina sip. Then I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. And I'm all geared up. So set up quick prayer. For the first like 35 waves, you're gonna be on pray range and rigor. And I'm gonna hop to a world where my ping is good, because I know my home world isn't even that great, which I should definitely change soon. All right, make sure you got a comfortable ergonomic position. That means your elbows are at 90 degrees, your knees are at 90 degrees, your feet are flat on the ground. And without further ado, we're gonna step back in. You want to make sure that your auto cast is on blood spells and your auto retaliate is off. And that's it, let's go. So, once that's done, fill up with super restores, and we go. We go now. I'm excited about this. I've really been saying, like, I'm gonna do this video, guys. It's been literally 3-4 months. I've been slacking like crazy. I'm taking a little day off today, so let's go! So first thing I'm going to do is, after I solve the first wave, I'm going to explain my, my tile markers and all that. And then we're going to really get started. So first thing I do when I step, okay, is I click on that tile over there. Not the one that I've marked, but that tile over here. Where I'm going to drop a super restore. That way I'll have some space to do my, my range gear flick without it being like too in the way. So I'm going to go right here. You pray range in case the bat is close. And then you hit the nibblers with the freeze, finish them off with the blood spell, and now the fun begins. So this is a bat. Bats are a pain in the ass. If you want to know what they do, I suggest looking up the wiki. You know, you're gonna get some better theory. So the tile markers. This is the safe spots for Zuck, so we don't need those until wave 69. But trust me, you need those on wave 69. This right here is the tile where I start my triple jad, so that's on wave 68, and on wave 67, this is where I start my single jad. That safe spot, right, those 3 tiles, this one, and this one are bat safe spots. So first example of the bat safe spot is right here. As you can tell, I can hit the bat cannot hit me. If I was standing here, I could safe spot a bat over there, and if I was standing here, I could safe spot a bat over here. So let's go, let's kill this bat. Now this right here is the starting tile. For the first 34 waves at least. You pray range, get ready to send the freeze. 1, 2, I'm gonna get hit by that, oh really? Okay, they give me a little splash. That's fine. That's fine. I can take a few hits in the first wave. We'll get rid of the nibblers. I can turn off my prayer here. And then I'm already in the safe spot for those bats. I'm gonna kill them off. Back to this. Great range. Get ready for the freeze. Boom. That wave has no minions. That means that there's gonna be a new minion. And basically, when you get a wave like that with no minions, it means there's a new minion that's gonna enter the game. In this case, it's gonna be a blob, I believe. Once again, if you want to know the exact theory for blobs, I would look them up. But what you do is click your prayers like that. I'm gonna go hide. So how it works is it analyzes your prayer, and then like 3 ticks later, I think, it's gonna attack the opposite attack style. So if you're praying range at first, then 3 ticks later is gonna send you a mage attack. So what you do is you pray range first, and then you switch to mage like 2 ticks later, and then boom, is gonna send the thing, and then you switch back to range, rinse and repeat. Another technique right here is 1 tick flicking. Now, once again, go check out my 1 tick flicking guide. There's a really useful tool here. The little like tick counter, that's a tick. Every time it goes left to right, that's a tick. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna step out and I'm gonna start the 1 tick flick. Like that, and then you can kill it. Now, when you kill a blob right here, you just pray range and you don't need to move, because look, the stack is like perfectly aligned here so that only the range can hit you. So I'm just gonna barrage the range, and it's gonna attack all the other ones. Now once these two are dead, I switch to mage. Maybe switch to my blowpipe, because the mage attacks splash a lot on these little ads. Go back to this. Range. Et voila, see? Now I switch to mage, because it analyzed the rage prayer first. Once again, I do this. Now look, I don't want to get hit by the bat, right? So now I'm going to wait. See, now I probably analyzed my mage prayer, so I'm going to switch to range. And see, that's the other bat safe spot I was talking to you about. And then what I like is to play around the pillar, especially if it's your first one. So we're not going to want to step out of the pillar to go kill that guy. We're going to hide. He's going to come over here. And then I'm going to show you, just like that little trick where the ads were stacking here. There's one for that side of the pillar. So if you have a blob here and if you have a blob here, this is the technique. So once again, you step out, you get into the one tick flick. And then when it dies, you're going to step right here, okay? Because look, if you hadn't stepped right here, basically the melee would have been able to like walk to you, and you wouldn't have like all three of them in the barrage range. Go back here, range, ice barrage, boom, easy. Now, see these bats over here? I could hide behind the wall. But look, I'm just gonna freeze it for now so I can finish off my nibbler. Switch to my range gear, and then boom, click the blob. When I was learning, I used freezes a lot, like, cause some flicks are really sweaty. Like when you flick a melee with another spawn and all that shit. Now you see how I stepped to that side when I killed it. Once again, it's so the ads are all like, together, and on top of that, the melee is corner safe spotted there. Give me a sec, actually, I'm gonna start the AC in my place. It's starting to get warm over here. Hi. Oh, my first time using it actually. Ever since I moved into my new condo. Okay. Now, that's a corner safe spot. This is a great example of a great technique they are going to use a lot in the Inferno. You can do this from this tile and this tile. You can safe spot any mob from the corner. Step out. I'm going to pray melee. I'm going to kill the melee. And then bat safe spot. And we go back. We kill. Now you want to wait for the bat to come here before you click on it, because otherwise you're going to step out of the safe spot, it's going to be able to hit you. And bats drain your prayer and your stats, even if you're praying right against them. Although they're pulling something different. Now see, I have a blob here. I'm just going to get the flick on while I finish off the nibblers. And boom, once it attacks me, I'm going to step out, pray against that blob. And then when it dies, step on that tile as usual, switch to my mage gear. Et voila, 141. When you see a 141 XP drop, that means you killed all of them. If you see a 111 XP drop, that means you killed 2 of them. Most of the time, if you get a 111 XP drop, it's going to be the ranger and the meleeer that die, because they have lower magic defense. So right away when that happens, you can switch your prayer to protect mage. Now, once again, the one tick flick. Another flick that I'm going to show you. Oh wait, well, I'll show you another time. Now see, once again, when it dies, only the ranger can attack you from there. I didn't have to step behind the pillar. I just tried to step behind the pillar to show you. Pray range. I believe this is a... Yeah, okay, that's it. So next, the melees are going to come in play. Melees are kind of a pain in the ass. They dig, blah, blah. Once again, look at the wiki. So I don't need to pray range for the next one, because I know it's only going to be nibblers and a melee. Now, I'm going to teach you a really cool safe spot. I'm actually going to wait it out so that you see. But basically, if you're standing here in the middle, you can safe spot the melee from there or there. If ever you're standing here, you can safe spot the melee from here, but not from here. It can come to you from the bottom. And from the bottom there, you can't really safe spot it on either side. You have to use the corner safe spots, which I'm going to show you as soon as this guy digs. Okay, so it dug now. See how it's spawning there? I'm just going to step to this tile. This is the corner safe spot. You can corner safe spot from here to here for melees only. Et voila. So I'm going to kill it before it digs again. And now see, if it dug here, I would go to that side there, so it wouldn't be able to attack me. Actually, I lied. You can safe spot it from the bottom there too. But we'll see more on that. freeze. 112. When you see 112 spawn XP drop with your ice barrage, I mean you got all the little nibbler ads at the beginning. Oh shit, that AC is efficient. The AC is super efficient actually. Let me turn up the temperature a little bit. Okay, so melee's dead. I'm gonna step in that bat safe spot right here. Kill that bat. Then we continue, my friends. Range. Blah blah blah. Okay, so little trick here. I could just go to the back. I could just go to the back and kill them, but if you freeze the bat in the front, you see the other one can't move because it's stuck behind it. I would not necessarily say that's the ideal thing to do. The ideal thing to do would have been to step here, pray melee, and then I get into my one-tick flick so as not to use prayer. I kill the melee, and then my bat's going to be safe spotted like so behind the pillar. I'll be able to show you the other bat safe spot. Just like that. So we step here, bat is safe spotted, we kill it. And back to other side, pray range, get your freeze ready. Now I have a blob here, switch to mage because it analyzed my range prayer. Now, since I want to get rid of the melee first because it's annoying and it digs and all that, I'm going to go to the safe spot that melee, keep flicking the blob, and you're going to kill the melee. Now if the melee digs on me, what I'll do is I'll go on the east side of the pillar, which is on our left. In that case, I would have gone here, I would have flicked against the melee, and then that guy, you see, it's going to come back like back over on our pillar, which we're gonna use to kill it safely from here like that. Now another way to flick these guys is to, you see how what I did? I prayed mage, I clicked on it, I did 2 blowpipe attacks, I switched my prayer, and then I stepped back behind the pillar. That's what I used to do during my learner runs, but honestly, if you learn the one-tick flick, trust me, it's gonna make your life so much easier, and you're just gonna progress a lot faster in the Inferno. Flick, it's dead. I step here. Why? To have them all stacked properly. Normally I click on the ranger to attack them. I don't know why. That's just like reflex. Only melee is alive here, so I'm gonna flick like that. Back to my mage gear, back to our starting tile, and protect from range. As you can tell, the blob saw me. When the blob stops moving, that means it's starting to analyze your shit. Blobs are like the fucking ops of the Inferno. You don't like them. They suck. At first, they're really the most terrifying mob in the Inferno because they're kind of hard to grasp, but trust me, eventually, when you get good, you're gonna hate bats so much more. So much more. Now, melee's down, I step out, I don't forget my flick on the blob. Okay, it wasn't able to scan me like that. I'm gonna step here, the blob. Go back to my bat save spot, because you see, like it kind of stepped forward after the blob died. It would have been able, I think it would have been able to hit me from where I was standing. So these guys are dead. I pre-mage because this one's gonna step out of the pillar. Wait for the bat to come through, and we kill. Okay, mage. Boom, boom. Boom. You always want to hit the one that's kind of like in the middle. So, see, I had bats, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to safe spot them. So, okay. I was going to be like, I'm just going to freeze both of them, but I'm going to kill one of them, and then I'll go back to taking care of my nibbler. Before they get to my pillar. So that one's dead. I switch to my gear. Hit that guy, and then I could try and hit that guy, see if it's going to die, if I can kill it before it gets here. Great range in the meantime, in case it actually gets to me. Okay, no, I didn't. I'm going to switch to my mage gear. And see, this is why I have... rigor and okay, see, melee dug, corner safe spot. I'm gonna flick the blob. And one of the really good tips that somebody gave me, I believe it was Oddworm, I don't remember. Like, it's to kill, if you're praying against something, kill something else. So see, I'm praying against the blob, and I got rid of the melee to make sure it wasn't gonna dig on me again, and it gets super annoying. Once again, kill blob, one-tick flick, all that jazz. Boom, step right here. Kill these dudes. 141 XP drop. That means they're all dead. And back to my starting tile. Just like so. I think I was a little late on that flick. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is go right here, kill the melee. The blob is gonna be, you know, like safe spotted by the melee. I didn't have to do that. Like there's always like a million different ways to solve a wave, but in this example, this is my favorite one. Because one thing about the melee is that it can dig at any time unless it's hitting you. So when it's in the process of hitting you, it won't dig. So now, I pre-mage, that guy's gonna step out, and I'm gonna switch to range like that. Now the reason why it looked like it didn't take 3 ticks is because sometimes like their move animation is a little late on the actual movement. Kind of like the, you know that blue tile under me, that's my true tile indicator? Well, there's that for NPCs too. I don't know if there's an indicator, but it's the same concept basically. Like the animation is a little late on where the character actually is. I think there's a way to fix that by removing your ram stick and all that shit, but I'm not geeky enough to go in like that. So I don't do it. Mostly for speedrunners and all that. Shout out Attican, shout out to, once again, Adwa, man, Pinkley, all these guys. Fucking legends. So, let's keep it up. You, 111, you know, you remember what I said about that? See, the ranger and the melee died, so I knew I could switch to my mage prayer. Now, I think this is a wave with only nibblers. Oh no, okay. It's 2 melees. It's 2 melees and nibblers. 2 melees is pretty easy. You just have to, like, you know, swerve them around. If you know the corner safe spot and you know like how to safe spot them, that way is really no problem. So next wave, the rangers come in play. So that's where you really want to start with the range prayer on at the beginning. Gonna wait for this guy. Might dig before we have time to kill it, but it's cool because when it digs on that side of the pillar, as you know, like we're just like this, I can corner safe spot right here, and then I could just like go down like that if I wanted to, once again, all the way down here, because you see there's only one tile holding him in the corner now. So if I was to go like down there, I'm going to show you, it could go around the corner. I'm going to pray. I know how to one-tick flick, so it's not a problem. I'm not going to waste any prayer over it. Okay, next, the Rangers are coming in play, I believe. Oh, no, okay. 17 is the wave before the Rangers. So 18 is the wave with the Rangers. Alright, let's go. Starting to get serious. Boom. One tick flick while we kill the nibblers. Once again, I like playing around the pillar, especially if you're learning. So we're gonna wait, safe spot this guy, wait for it to come through. And then I'm gonna click on my quick prayer, click this guy, I'm gonna start one tick flicking, my range and rigor to fuck it up. I don't have to one tick flick with the rigor, but if you're gonna be one tick flicking, might as well do it with the rigor, right? Alright. Like here, range. Ice barrage. Oh, okay. Look, what I can do here, if I really don't want to take damage from the bat, is try freeze it, but fuck it. I didn't get a freeze, so I'm not gonna lose sleep over taking a little damage from the bat. Not the end of the world. I'm gonna take care of my nibblers, and then I'll come to the other side of the pillar here, where I'll be able to have the bat and the ranger safe spotted, and then next thing we're gonna do is just step out like that. Big flick, we're gonna kill the bat first, get it out of our way. And then I'm gonna click on this guy. And I'm gonna get him down. I'm gonna show you an interesting safe spot, okay? Just while we're here. Check this out. So this is a cool corner safe spot. It's really useful if, let's say, you have like a ranger and something else behind it, and you want to just have to pray against the one behind it. So check this out. You click on that tile here, it can't move. It can't move. It's corner safe spotted. So it's the equivalent of it being corner safe spotted if you were looking like that. You know what I mean? So I'm going to get my prayer on and I'm going to finish it off and move on to the next one. That's my favorite safe spot. It's actually so cute. Like, it's not the most useful. You don't get to use it a lot. But I just like how geeky it is. I really just like how geeky it is. So this, great range. 112, that's good. I'm gonna step out here, freeze the bat because it would be kind of a pain to safe spot it. And just like that, boom, it's dead. Perfect. Switch to range gear because you kill a lot faster with the range gear. Although you could definitely barrage the bats. I did a whole lot of barraging. I used a lot more blood spells than I should have for my first cape. Range, ice. Hit the middle one, step back behind the pillar. Blob didn't have time to scan me or anything, so we good. Now I'm gonna step right here. I'm gonna hit this nibbler. Oh, I see. We see it. We see him coming across here. I could save spot here, but it's too late. I was too late. What I could have done is wait for the stack wait on this tile for the stack to align itself behind the pillar, but I was a bit too much of in a hurry on the nibbler for this one. But it doesn't really matter. We know how to one tick flick. We're just gonna get this ranger down, and we're not gonna lose any sleep over it. Once again, kill that guy. I really prefer killing blobs on that side of the pillar for the reason that they stack. Like I said, and that only the range can attack you, so it's a lot easier. You don't have to like worry about taking damage. Okay, now what I do whenever the ranger dies first, you switch to your mage prayer. You hit the melee one like I did before it gets to you, so it most of the time doesn't even have time to attack you, right? But it might. Don't beat yourself up if it does. Okay, 92, but we got the freeze on everything. Now I'm gonna get the freeze on this bat before I try to hit the nibblers again. Hey, voila, we got the freeze. That way we're not getting hit. Click the blob. Range, go here. Okay, so range died, but melee is safe spotted, so we pray mage. We get that guy down. Step out, pray melee so he can't hit me, and finish him off. That. Drill at the beginning of the waves. I'm gonna take some bad damage here for sure. But what I'll do is I'll switch to my range gear and I'll flick my rigger so I can get him down as fast as possible. It's gonna happen, honestly. There's a lot of RNG involved in the way the waves spawn. So don't beat yourself up over it. I'm trash. All right. Now go kill this blob. It's important to move over here on this one because the ranger is going to step. Oh no, okay. I thought it was going to step over the melee for some reason, but I was wrong. I was wrong. Hey, even 80 KC in, you still learn some things sometimes. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step out. I'm going to step out instead of praying melee against that little guy. I'm going to pray range because it hits a lot harder. So I'm going to step out, pray range, kill the little Jalak Rek Ket. Honestly, I've done 80 KC. I don't even know these guys' names. That's a Jalzil? Yeah, Jalzil. Kill this motherfucker. I shouldn't have said that. I didn't say the F word on YouTube. But we'll take the L. So! Back here. Back here. Hit the freeze. Now! One tick flick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at the ranger attack pattern. All of their attack patterns are in counts of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 1 is when you're gonna click the opposite prayer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The earlier you learn that, I swear to God, it's gonna make your life so much easier. So now we flick that blob over here, and I step out like that. Pray against that guy. Now it seems like a very advanced technique, But trust me, it's really not that hard. If you just put your mind to it to learn it, it's really not that hard. So another little element of theory I want to give is that when you're flicking a blob with something else, let's say like a ranger or a major, you only focus on the ranger or the major's attack because they hit fucking hard and the blob is going to adapt to whatever you're flicking. Step out. Doesn't really matter what you begin with because it's only the blob, so it's always going to adapt to what you're praying. Kill that dude over here, switch to mace, kill. Now, easy. We know that we can safe spot that guy over here from that side of the pillar, so I'm going to step in the front. And I'm going to kill the melee. You know what I said? Whenever you pray against something, you kill something else. Also, if I stepped out of the pillar with my blowpipe, I would probably, you know, it would probably drag him across. But what you can do is safe spot these guys up to 3 tiles away from the pillar. That's a very useful tip also. We're going to wait for this guy to come through. Play around our pillar. Get hit by the bat, but it's okay, guys. Not gonna lose any sleep over it. We're gonna pray rigor, rigor and rage, fuck it up, and then wait for that guy's attack. 1, and then we can dip to the other side of the corner. So once again, the 1 is when it starts dipping. Meaning that the damage has already been calculated. So that's why you can flick to the other prayer at that moment. $106. If we have more than 91, we know we froze more than 1. So I'm gonna let my stack align. I'm gonna get my freeze from over here, and then I'll step out, kill the bats. Kill the bats from the safe spot. If ever the melee digs, it's gonna be here, so I'll be able to corner safe spot it on that tile. So we're not sweating. Go right here, kill that dude. I could have stayed in my bat, but I just wanted to save that like one or 2 ticks that I would have waited for it to actually hit the pillar. Kill that motherfucker. It digs, so we're safe spotting it. Kill the bat. Get out of our way. Since we don't want the pillar, we don't want to step away from our pillar too much. Not that it's the end of the world. We're gonna just be right here and wait for this guy to come through. Remember to stay hydrated. Really important in the Inferno. You are in the volcano after all, so. God game, baby. Step out, kill this motherfucker. Motherfucker, yeah, I love saying motherfucker. I don't know what it is about me, man. This map video, I'll say whatever I want. Okay. Range. Click right here, pray range, blah blah blah. I'm gonna step away because I don't have to one-tick flick them. You know, I could have like one-tick flicked them in alternates, but what I'll do instead is, oh no, wait. I'm gonna get that guy over there. I did end up one-tick flicking them actually. I like this. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Or look at the ranger animation. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. For melee dog, we corner safe spot, and then we just go back to flicking the blob alone while we get that guy down. Oh, I got hit by the blob. I was a little late. That's okay. Boom. I'm gonna wait for him to send the mage attack. And then step out from right here. I can heal. I have my blowpipe spec. I can use my blowpipe spec. But I can also heal like that. Because a lot of you guys might be bringing SGSs. Also, if you're not one-tick flicking as much as I am. So you might use your spec for that. Which I also respect. All techniques are good in the Inferno in the end. Whatever makes you feel comfortable is what you should be doing. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to step out, and since I freed up an inventory space, so that means I have enough space to switch from my range gear, my mage gear, and I have all my super restores. I'm going to go pick it up while flicking the blob. 1, 2, and once again, et voila. Go back to killing this guy. Remember, it dies here, we step here, we hit the ranger in the back, 97, there's at least one of them that's dead. Oh, not even, okay, whatever. So, let's go, mage last, we kill it, and on to the next wave. Oh, 112, that's good. I'll try and freeze the melee. Oh, I didn't get a freeze, so what I'll do is... Oh, fuck, I messed up there. I missed my flick. Okay. So it's easier to flick the blob and the ranger. So that's what I'm gonna do instead. Remember, when you flick against something, you kill something else. So I'm flicking against my ranger and my blob here. So I'm gonna try and kill the melee, but it dug. So look, now I'm back in my safe spot, and I can only pray against the ranger if I want. So I'm showing you some kind of like sweatier methods, I think. But if you analyze this video, you try to learn them right away, it's gonna make your life so much easier. So once again, I don't want to kill that blob on that corner because I just don't like the way the minions align as much. On that other side, you take more damage, so that's why I just prayed until the ranger was close enough for me to hit it by the pillar, and then I'm gonna kill the blob on the other side here because I just prefer that. I feel like it's safer, and I'm not speedrunning. No, I'm gonna use. Look, I'll use a blowpipe spec here, but I could have just waited to heal on the little spawns. Nothing is set in stone after all. Up in here, we don't need to move. 111. That means melee and ranger is dead, just like I thought. Major coming through, and we finish it. Wave 30-31, kind of a pain in the ass, but not the end of the world either. I'm going to freeze that bat, so that way I don't have to step out of the safe spot or whatever for the other bat. I'm actually going to kill it, get it down fully, and then focus on the melee with my while flicking the ranger. Because if the melee dug in that instance, I would have had to get hit by the bat, which isn't the end of the world. But yeah. So that ranger over here. And then, this is kind of annoying. I don't like killing the blob here, but sometimes you're gonna have to. Although, what I also could do, which could be worth it, legit, is just spray rigor in range, step out and kill the bat. You might take like one hit, but then you're gonna be in a better position to get rid of your blob like that. Have like a nice nice blob spawn, not spawn, but the ad spawn. Blob minions. I don't know how to call them actually. Tiny blobs. $31 is a double blob wave, so you got to be careful here. You got to really be careful. You need to analyze the wave. But we were spoon with the we were spoon here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step over here. I'm gonna get in the one tick flick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't trip about the nibblers. Get the melee down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kill that guy. I'm gonna teach you early on not to trip about these pillars. So we're gonna step out. Look at the ranger. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Step out. Kill that guy. Oh, I stepped here a little too early, but that's fine because it's dead now. Once again, if we're in the corner safe spot. Oh, okay. So I step out. I pray range because the range is gonna also step out from the safe spot. Kill that melee here, and then we finish off the wave by, well, not the wave, but that sequence by killing off the ranger, just like that. And voila. Take a sip, step out, click the blob. 1, 2. Huh. Huh. So that, honestly, wave 31 is a brick wall for a lot of people. Wave 32 is 2 melees and a ranger. Pretty easy wave also, as long as you're being patient and you don't panic. So I'm gonna one-tick flick my ranger while I finish off the nibblers over here, and then get into my my quick prayer flick. Oh, see, it's not dead, so I'm gonna switch back to my gear. I really thought it was, my bad. Finish that guy off. Then we're gonna kill these melees. If they dig, we're gonna corner safe spot them. It's more than fine. Now, something I gotta tell you about the corner safe spot, okay? Is that if you're corner safe spotted here, you can't attack them. If ever you click on these guys, it's gonna drag you to that tab for you to attack them and they're gonna hit you. But if you're here though, green light. You can just go ahead. You can just go ahead. Wave 33, the next one is going to be 2 rangers, so this is like absolutely no sweat. You have to pray range and you're good. Pray range, get ready to freeze the nibs. Hit the middle one, 78, they're all frozen, cool. I'm going to wait, flick a little bit, see who's dead. Now once again, we don't like working away from our pillar too much, so I'm going to keep one tick flicking in case that guy can see me. And then I'm going to step away here, switch to my range gear, get my range and rigor flick on, mess him up. .34 is the last wave before the major spawn. So I switch my quick prayer to range to mage and rigor. Because we won't be seeing rangers for a little while. Rangers are gonna come back with the majors on wave 50. So on wave 34 and up, you start on that tile. Pray mage. Now, first one is only a major, so it's not really sweaty. 111 with the blood burst means you kill them all. So 112 with the ice barrage, and with the blood barrage it's 111. So this is where I told you I bring my my T-bow here so that it's always ready for the flick. But also my blowpipe is not too far away if ever I needed to like get a blob down or get a melee down and stuff like that. So we go. Now, something fun about the majors, fun but also pretty awful, is that they can respawn other mobs in the wave. So they can respawn every single mob in the wave only once, and they bring them back with half HP. Obviously, right now, it being alone, it's not going to respawn everything, but they need to be in range. So they need to be attacking you to be able to resurrect stuff. So if you have them safe spotted, so like if I was standing right here, it wouldn't be bringing anything back to life. But as soon as I step out of the safe spot to attack it, is when they can bring shit back. I'm just gonna kill it. Back here, mage. Hit the one in the middle, 104. So now, I got the guy safe spotted, but I don't want to kill the bat first, because like I said, the major could respawn it. And I don't want that. Especially not bats. Bats are so annoying. We hate bats. All my homies hate bats. Kill this fool over here. Yeah, set it up. I'm gonna get hit by a bat here, but it's alright, guys. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Go back to my safe spot. I'm gonna get hit again, but it's okay, guys. It'd be like that sometimes. So, here, I'm gonna switch to my T-bow. I'm gonna step in my bat safe spot, and I'm gonna hit this motherfucker from the back. Oh. Why are we not killing the bats first? Because they can respawn the bats. Fuck a respawn. Dead, switch my... Actually, I can switch to my blob, but I'm gonna switch to my blood spells and just... you know, get the full health because I'm a bit OCD, and also we're not speedrunning, we're in no hurry, and I'm a main, so I don't care about my runes and stuff like that. You know, I can just buy some more on the GE. Of course, this might be different for you Iron Man. I know it's kind of a pain in the ass. Up here, get ready. 112 freeze, I like that. So now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pray against the blob, and then I'm just gonna go back here. I just wanted to get the major closer so that I could attack it from the safe spot here with my T-bow without without having to get into a one-tick flick with the blob. Although I could show you how we get into one-tick flick with the blob just for science purposes. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So the major, you hear that sound? This is where the 1 is, and when the E starts flashing, like when the animation flashes, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got some server lag here, but I got lucky. I planked to some server lag yesterday, it was annoying. That guy down. I don't need Ranger alive, so we keep clicking. Go back here. Boom. Okay, one of them got away. I'm gonna go get it. Because we're still early in the run. I might want to step away from the major so he can't roll on me. And then I'm gonna kill that bat. Sometimes you can't kill the major first. Not every single time, right? So I'm gonna go here. And then go back here. I don't know why I did that. I just decided to do it. Oh, that bat got me good though. Now, in those waves, the bats start being annoying because when you pre-range, it does reduce their accuracy or like their effect or something. So what I can do since it respawned the bat is I could kill the bat before completing the major because it cannot respawn it twice. So that way I won't have to worry about like safe spotting the bat whenever the major dies. While that major is down, I can blowpipe spec that dude for a bit of HP, not a lot of HP apparently. Not a lot of HP apparently. You can heal on the blobs with the blood spells, but their magic resist is pretty high. Sometimes it's just like pretty frustrating. So we're just gonna heal here when it's time. The one tick flick on, cool. The major died first. That's nice when it happens. Hit the middle one. Okay, now here there's a safe spot for the nibblers. If you're right here, you can safe spot that you can hit the minions from there. What I'm gonna do here, that's annoying. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at the major. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 1 being when I click on the opposite prayer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got hit by the blob. That was kind of a messy spawns. You're gonna get them. And ooh, actually, this would be a really good time to use that safe spot I told you about, so that you'd only have to pray against the major and get it down. But the fact of the matter is that I killed the bats first. So if they respawn, they would respawn like here, and I'd still have to pray against the major, and I'd have to kill the bats, so like they would shred me because I'd be praying mage, right? So what we're gonna do is set up the 1-tick flick, or what you can do is this. You can pray mage, hit it once with a T-bow, step back, and then switch the range, and the blob is gonna hit you afterwards. So pray mage, hit, step back, switch the range, and the blob hits you like that. I'm gonna keep doing that for just, you know, so that you guys can observe it and get it down. So we pray mage before we step out because the mage is gonna attack right away. Blob is gonna analyze our mage prayer, and after we step back, we switch to range because when it analyzes mage prayer, it hits us range after. So mage, boom, step back, range, wait for it to hit. Rinse and repeat. So this is if you're afraid to get into the 1-tick flick, this is what you would do. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I normally do, which is to pray mage, and then you okay. When you 1-tick flick something, you start the flick as soon as your character gets to the tile where it's gonna start hitting. So if you're on the side of the pillar like that, it's gonna be on that tile. So observe. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see how I started the flick when my character hit that tile? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. It's dead. I step here quickly. Maybe throw a little like augury thing here because I want to heal up because my HP is a little low. But it's fine. I'll heal it on the next wave. Now, keep going. Like that, like that. Get the freeze in. Pray against the blob here. Okay. It's okay. You know what we're gonna do? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what you can do if you got a T-bow especially, is you can kill that guy from here. The reason why I wouldn't do it because you can't like step right next to the blob, right? At the end, so you can't keep its tiny blobs together. So I'm gonna switch to my mage gear and try and get those guys to die, but most of the time the melee is going to make it all the way to you, which is kind of annoying because you're going to lose some HP, but it's not the end of the world either. I definitely did that during my first cape, you know, just not always focus on killing the mage first. It is what it is. Now, from here, guys, same theory as when we were on that side of the pillar, so you can either do this, or, once again, you pray mage, you click on the mage, and as soon as your character hits that tile, you start the 1-tick flick. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. And is dead. Wait. Take a little chill pill here. Maybe use a little blowpipe spec to heal up some of my HP. That's it. We solved the wave. Sometimes I like to flick the augury when I do this. It's really not necessary. I like, especially if you're just flicking it for a second, doesn't really affect your prayer. 112, I love those trees. So now, you see how I told you you can literally safe spot everything from that corner? Okay, voila, bud, be careful. If ever you step here, it's going to be able to attack you. I'll try and get the major down. If ever the melee digs, I'll be able to save spot it from any of the designated melee save spots. Since there's no other spawns, we don't really have to sweat it. And if you have T-Bow and you're praying Mage and Rigger, most of the time, you're going to be able to get the Major down pretty quick. So it's digging here. I'm going to take it from the safe spot there. Maybe even take my time a little bit. Heal on this guy. My palms are sweaty, goddamn. Speed running once again. Okay. Wave 43. I'm gonna step here. Boom, bada beam. Voila. Now we got a bat coming up. We're gonna have to kill it first. Otherwise, it's gonna get on us. Oh, it froze. Okay, it froze. Nice. Okay, cool. Kill it. Kill it. Come on, what the hell? Give me some damage on this fucking bat. Bruh. Bro, you gotta be kidding me right now. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, that's not gonna happen normally for real. Like, that was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. Melee digs, we safe spotted. So now what we can do is we want to bring like our Major closer to us, because you know, in the long range like that, it's gonna be fucking annoying. Now what I could do is either use that safe spot there and attack the Major and risk the bat respawning. I'm gonna do this in this example just to show you how it will work. You pray against the one in the back. You attack the one in the back once you're in the corner, and the melee, as you can tell, the safe spot, but it brought back the bat, which is annoying as hell. And I'm just gonna go over here and kill it. Oh, I had my blowpipe on. Okay, word. I thought I had my T-Bow on. So now the reason why I'm not stepping here instead of here is because if I'm here, when the melee digs, I'm gonna be able to corner safe spot it and keep hitting my Major, and I won't have to like step here, and the bat won't be able to come here and hit me. So it digs. I go right here. I could go back to hitting my Major like that with no pressure on me. That's it. I'm gonna heal on it because I like to be full health, especially when I'm talking like that. It's really different talking and like explaining things when you're doing the Inferno. I did like a run upstream yesterday and it felt so good. It felt so good. I was like, oh yeah, I'm tight. I'm tight. Because you're not out here thinking about like 3 things at the same time. But for the purpose of this video, guys, I will gladly sacrifice myself. You're welcome. Okay, let's keep it up. That guy dead because he only respawns with half HP, don't forget. Now, you remember that little that safe spot I told you for the nibblers? Since it's right on my pillar and I don't want to step out. Go like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the Major, but I'm going to kill it from the bat safe spot here. Why? Because that way the bat can't hit me. And if the melee digs, I'll be able to corner safe spot it. See, it dug. Now, I'm going to play safe here. It is what I would advise you to do, especially if it's like your first attempts and all that. I would kill the shit out of that melee, even though the Major might respawn it, because it's just safer, you know, and you're not speedrunning. Boom, that guy dead. Go back to my Major. Now, it respawned the melee, but there's like a 99.5% chance that I'm going to be able to get the Major down before it digs again. So no sweat. We don't trip. Hey, voila, we're all safe. Go back to our bat save spots. Kill the bats. And once again, in the bat save spot, the melee digs, we corner save spot. Hell yeah, I'm glad to know you guys were listening. Save spot. Once again, corner save spot can go all the way down to here. Starting tile, Mage, the freeze ready. Okay, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3. Or mind the melee, of course, it's probably gonna dig. If it does, I'm gonna go on the other side of the pillar. On the east side in that case. 4, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Never lose count in your head. Just always count to 4. Even though you're doing other actions and flicking, always do that. So what I would do, guys, if I was doing my first cape, is I would just wait for the melee to dig. Honestly, I think that's the wisest choice here. So that's what I'm gonna do. In the meantime, I can tell you, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/dearlola1, 222 baby, TROUTGANG, best gang for some of my OGs that might be watching this. And yeah, I'm really glad I'm finally doing this. So it's digging, I'm praying melee, I'm gonna step here so I don't have to wait for it to like figure out where the hell I am. Kill it. And then you know the drill, you got two choice options. Either you do this and you step back and you switch to range, or you do the one tick flick, which I really like. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The one being when the melee does that little sound, and not the melee, the mage does that little sound and starts flashing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. Bring that guy back. Dead. I step here to have my little things all nicely stacked. Voila. 46 next. I'll stay here, hit that nibbler, yeah, that nibbler from the corner there, and then I'll just bring my major over here, and I'll step in the bat safe spot because look, from here the blob can't hit me, but if the major digs, I'll be able to corner safe spot. But nice, we want that. Hit that guy. Now I know I said earlier when you're praying against something, kill something else, but majors can respawn other shit. So if you have the opportunity, you're always gonna take it if you can kill them first, which I had in this case. So this is what I'm doing. Corner safe spot, that melee. Easy escape. Hey, voila, this game easy, guys, I'm telling you. All you gotta do is know how to count to 4. And know a few little tiles, and know a few little safe spots. It might dig, if it digs it doesn't matter. We're not gonna go anywhere if it digs. We're just gonna pray against fucking... Alright. Easy. Mage. Courage. The middle one, 112, we're good. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen here. I have to kill something first, right? We're gonna step out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step here. Kill these guys as fast as I can. Sometimes you're gonna have to take some hits from the bats, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Nobody's perfect. I'm gonna go over here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can corner safe spot, but I'll have to take some more hits from that bat. It is what it is. Honestly, not taking a single hit from bats is really fucking hard. So you're just gonna have to pray rigor against them. And this time we're gonna have to clear the wave a little more, since it's just gonna make it a lot less complicated. So, that guy being dead, I'm just gonna go over here. I'm gonna bring my major back close to the pillar, flick against the blob. Mage. And voila, just like that. We're all set to kill this guy in the corner, super easy. It might respawn the melee, it might respawn these other guys. We're not thinking about this one. We're just getting him down. We'll think about the melee when it respawns. Most of the time with T-Bow though, that ain't a problem. Now the next wave, guys, is a double blob wave. With a major, and a melee, and bats, all that jazz. So what I do on 48, 56, 31, all these double blob waves, is I start the wave by praying augury for my freeze. That way, like, there's a higher chance that I'm not gonna have to sweat it. You know, there's a much higher chance that my freeze is gonna hold if I got a good nibbler spawn. Given I got a good nibbler spawn, of course. That's always RNG always plays a part in Runescape. We all know that. So range and mage and augury, and boom. I got an okay freeze. I got a decent freeze. I'm gonna flick against that blob once, and then. Oh no! I missed. That's my fault. That's my fault though. I just misclicked. Okay, so I'm gonna take my time with it. What I can show you is is this. So I'm gonna go right here, start hitting my my major, and then when the melee digs, it's not the same thing on that side of the pillar. So when it digs, I'm gonna have to step on that tile. Actually, I'm gonna mark the tile. That's why you need to step in the middle of the pillar, because look, it respawned right here. So I flick against the blob. What do? You kill something else. Flick against the blob, kill the melee, and it's not gonna be in our way anymore. It's gonna be much better. Hopefully I can. It'll be kind of a pain in the ass if I can't kill it by the time it digs again. Wow, my hits are trash. Okay, cool. Are we good now? Look at that blob one last time, and then we step back in right here, and we kill it. We kill the major. But once again, if you're on that side of the pillar, you're trying to corner safe spot the melee, you gotta step in the middle, and then when it digs, you have to step on that tile. It respawn, but if it digs, we can do the same old thing. Also, what you could do is, like in this case, since it's already been respawned, you can switch to, let's say, like your blood spells, and you can try and kill it off. But since we know how to work the safe spot, that's not really a problem. So I'm just gonna go back to killing my major. That way, it's not gonna like respawn everything else. And just like that, I'm gonna step behind, like that dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill it off quick. Now, if you have the choice, if you have a blob and a melee on you, definitely pray against the melee, because they just hit that much harder. They hit super hard when they get you, and you don't want that. This guy down. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, voila, just like that. Just like that, guys. It's that easy. Now, I'm gonna try and heal on the blob fully, but what I'll do is I'll remove, let's say, like my Armadillo chain skirt, my Justy helm, so it's gonna give me more magic bonus, and it's just gonna be, you're just not gonna be there for like 3 hours trying to heal on the blob and waste all your prayer. See, I still splash. Blobs are annoying like that, but gotta get back. I gotta gain some HP back, and I don't want to use my bruise, because the less you can use your bruise, the more fun you're gonna have once you're on Jads and Zug. Trust me on that. So once again, range, we don't move, we just pray against range, and we get these guys. At that point, it's not too bad to just put on your gear once again, and I'm gonna try and heal on that guy too. And let's go back to the corner. Pray mage. Now look, I'm gonna pray against the melee here, because I didn't kill all the nibblers, and I can take advantage of that safe spot right here. Now, what I'll do is I'll just wait for them to dig. If they dig, I'll be able to go like on that other side of the pillar. Although they're not gonna dig at the same time, because that guy attacked me a few times. We'll see. We'll see what happens when it happens. Okay, perfect. They did dig at the same time, so that's cool. See, I got them corner safe spotted. I can go right here and just focus on killing this guy. Once again, when you kill stuff on that side of the pillar, you step in the middle tile. Because if these guys decide to dig again, we can corner safe spot them. I love corner safe spots, guys, for real. I didn't learn them for the longest time, and it was such a pain in the ass. Like, no wonder it took me 3 months. No wonder it took me 3 months to get the kid. So that guy dug. I go right here. Okay, voila, but I'm gonna have to pray against the melee because the other guy was still. I'm gonna heal to full HP. Oh, just another one. Yeah, I told you. So best mobs to use your while we're there, best mobs to use your blood barrage on would definitely be the ranger in the Inferno. I think their mage resist is the lowest one of all of them. So if ever you got a heal and you got a ranger, that's gonna be the one that you. Now, wave 50. Wave 50 is when you start, you don't flick to your Ancestral anymore because this is when we're going to get both Ranger and Major in the same wave. And so the reason, you're still going to pray Mage at the beginning of the waves, but you're going to have your Armor on. That way you have more range defense. I'm only going to flick this, pray Mage, and then we hope for the best. Now, the first thing you need to do on these waves is analyze. Like, where am I going to be safe from these guys? Where am I going to be safe from these guys? That's kind of an annoying one, actually. What just happened? I kind of fucking hate this. So what I would do if I was a learner is I would go here and I would try and DPS the shit out of the ranger, so I can kill these guys. But that's kind of an annoying thing to happen right here, especially on wave 50. I wish the nibblers had gone for another pillar, but it is what it is. We take the L gracefully and we adapt. So pray mage in case it attacks me, and then I'm gonna go over here, switch to my mage gear, kill that nibbler off, and now our peace of mind. We can get our peace of mind back. I'm not gonna be in a hurry to kill this one. Okay, perfect. I'm happy kinda that it respawned the ranger because my health isn't full. So I'm gonna use that ranger to oops, I had a little muscle spasm. Okay. I'm gonna use that ranger to heal up once the major is dead. Even though it only has like half HP. You could of course heal on the major too. It would just be really annoying and splash a lot. So yeah, the first thing you need to do at the beginning of these waves, 50 up, is where can I stand so that only one of them can attack me? You know what I mean? Put my armor plate back on. Boom, boom. Okay, so that was a bit annoying. I'm gonna get hit, but it's fine. We tanked it. I'm gonna kill the bat quickly here, so I can show you like. That way, like only the ranger is gonna be really in range to attack me if ever I want to go there. And I want to take care of my nibbler before they run off to my pillar. No! That was a terrible misclick right here. That was an absolutely terrible misclick right here, but they happen. Fact of the matter is they happen. So I'm just going to try and get my ranger down as fast as I can. With at least like heal up a little bit. Terrible misclick right there. It's fine. I'm on wave 51. My pillar still got plenty of health. Don't sweat it. I don't think you have to save your pillar right away. And that your life depends on it. Because it doesn't. Now, it's dead, so I switch to my mage prayer, and I'm going to go as fast as I can to kill that nibbler, because that mage, you know, is going to start respawning stuff, and it's going to hurt when it does. So it respawned the bat. What I could do is heal on that bat for a little bit. A little bit HP. 77, it should be dead. Yeah, because it only has half HP. So, I'm kind of hoping that it's going to respawn the ranger in that case, so I can heal on the ranger. And it's also gonna be like an interesting opportunity to show you how to flick a major ranger stack behind the pillar. I'm gonna kill that guy. It's probably gonna respawn the ranger. If it doesn't, it's fine. I'll survive. Actually, what I should do is like have this on, remove all the shit, and then okay. See, it respawned the. As soon as it respawns the ranger, you want to step behind the pillar because otherwise it's gonna hit you like a few ticks later. Now. Very interesting and important flick. I'm gonna show you like the basic version of it where you only attack the one in the back and you don't switch. You don't break up the cycle to switch. Because I don't exactly know how to explain it. But when I switch to attack the front one, just, I don't know, like slow down the video and, you know, look at my ticks and all that in my flicks, and maybe you're gonna understand. But I kind of like picked it up by myself, and I don't really know how to explain it. So when you have a stack, Ranger, Major, or Major, Ranger, whatever the order, okay, the theory is you stand in the middle of the pillar here on that tile, right? And then you're gonna pray against the one in the back, and you're gonna click the one in the back. It's important to click the one in the back, and it's very important to step on that tile. And once my character hits this tile is when I'm gonna flick to the other prayer and start the 1 tick cycle, okay? So here goes. I'm gonna put on my armor because, you know, in case something happens, in case something goes south, I'm gonna put my LE2. Pray range, click that guy. As soon as I hit that tile, I switch to the other prayer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. This is how you break it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So look at their attack cycles. You know when the first tick is, right? Ranger when it dips, melee when it flashes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just took that opportunity to heal on the Ranger, but normally you would have done that with either your Armadillo crossbow or your T-bow. So it's already respawned the Ranger once, so I don't need to worry about it respawning it again. Here we go. Now, I'm using a little more prayer than I normally would in this video because, you know, for teaching purposes. Sometimes I take a little more time breaking shit down. Okay, so you see, right here, I freeze my nibblers, and only the Ranger can attack me from that side. So what I would normally do, honestly, if I'm a learner, oh no, wait, what would I do actually? What would I do here? Yeah, it's like Sophie's choice. I kind of don't know what to decide to show you guys. Okay, well, I'll kill the Ranger. I'll kill the Ranger, it is what it is. If we kill the Ranger first, though, it's going to be really important that we kill the bats very quickly after that. Before the Major can respawn the Ranger, because otherwise it's going to be kind of a pain in the ass. And we're going to have to set up like another different flick. Of course, another option would be to do this. So, as soon as the Ranger attack, I do this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I look at their animations, like in that specific case, I don't really count the ticks, but you could count them. So as long as you step out of the pillar, as soon as the Ranger attack or the Major, they're gonna be 2 ticks apart from each other. So see, this is like the actual easiest way to deal with this wave. But it takes some guts. It takes some guts, and there's a lot of space for fucking up especially if it's like your first capes. But once again, the important part of that theory was to step out of the pillar as soon as on the 1, basically. You know what I mean? On the 1 of the Ranger. So like this, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You can put that last thing on slow motion on YouTube if ever you didn't really understand what happened. So I'll move a few super restores here because I like having my super restores here to click for some reason. Personal preferences though. Take a sip. Okay, so I can corner safe spot that guy, pray against the blob, and then don't trip about your pillar. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. As soon as you hear the Major sound, you know that's 1. So even if you're not looking at it, you know that's 1. So as soon as you hear that sound, just start counting the 4 in your head. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And voila. Go over here. That way we won't have to flick both of them. And I prefer killing the blob next to the pillar, as you know, which is why I decided to go for the ranger first. Even though I could have reached that blob with my T-bow, then the minions would have been annoying to kill. Both killing the blob in the corner there. You know how to do this by now. Give a little flick if you want. You don't have to though. Alright. Put the armor chestplate on. Hit the one in the middle. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay. Are we gonna get into another little 1-tick flick here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. I feel like I'm doing aerobics. Right. Oh, I didn't even heal low. Blowpipe spec be like that. But that won't be a problem anymore. After the blowpipe nerf. I guess the only positive thing of the blowpipe nerf is that you're gonna heal every time. 111. Oh, okay, the melee didn't die. Take these guys. Voila, put on everything besides the ancestral top. Is that bad? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, die quickly, bad. Oh, really? Huh? I should have switched to my blowpipe though. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Or the one in that sequence being the ranger attack. Okay, now this is a good opportunity to practice our flick. See? 1, 2. Look at their animations. As soon as the red flash, you switch to range. As soon as the range dips, you switch to mage. Step in that safe spot so the bat doesn't hit us. It did hit us once there, but because I was a little slow, but that's fine. Bat is dead. We go back here, and the sweat is over. The sweat is over, my friends. On my palm sweat though, holy shit. Feeling like Eminem in 8 Miles over here. Alright guys, next wave, 56 is a double blob wave. So what do we do when there's a double blob wave class? We pray augury. Hell yeah. You're still gonna put the armor top on though. That's important. Boom, boom, and then the augury. Nice. Give me a nice freeze. Okay, hell yeah. Okay, that's super spoon. See, I got my blob right here. I'm gonna wait on this. This is like the magic tile on the 50 up. So I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna go like that. Pray against the blob. So what I would do here is I would kill off that blob, and then we're gonna just pick off the ranger on the other side. We're gonna flick the major. I mean, the major and the blob on the other side. I hit this. We give a little augury boost. Ah, easy, my friends. That was a very spoon spawn though. But the reason why it was so spoon is because I stood on that tile. So after you throw the freeze, this is the magic tile. Very often you're going to be able to corner safe spot shit from here, and it's going to bring everything to like that side. So it's not, they're not going to be able to, because if you stand on that tile, there's a risk that, let's say like the ranger could have gone down, and then I would have to deal with the major, with the ranger on top of everything else. So this is literally the magic tile, trust me. Next. You know how to flick this, so I'm gonna click. I'm gonna pray range. I'm gonna mage. I'm gonna click on this guy, and then as soon as I hit that tile, it's gonna be 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rinse and repeat until dead. Cover range. Pay attention to what the blob attack is when you're doing these flicks, so that way at the end you're gonna know what prayer to end on. A little tip there. Once again, killing these guys, we only focus on the ranger's attack. So pray range, and then this is gonna be 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, I noticed that it was attacking me mage, so I finished on mage. Even though the ranger was the main mob here. So you know how to deal with this motherfucker. $111. Most likely the ranger and the melee are dead, so I flicked a mage prayer. Look at that, I was right. I was right. Keep the armor top on. Hell yeah, that's easy. That's easy. So now the fun really begins, my friends. We got melees. We got melees, majors, all that jazz. So what I would do here, okay, is I would step like right there. Right there. On these tiles, this tile and this tile, if the melee was to dig, it would be digging on top of me. So there would be like a few ticks where it would just be like going around looking for where to go. Oh, it's gonna happen. So you see, it dug right on top of me. So let me show you what's gonna happen here. So you see how it's taking a while to find me. So it's not a safe spot per se, because sometimes you can figure it out a lot faster than other times. I mean, but it might, you know, if like your major is about to die and you think that you can pull it off, that's good, you know. Because flicking, honestly, flicking the melees with other minions is the last thing that I learned. Literally. That shit is Monka S. Alright, let's keep it up. Closing in on wave 60. Oh my god. Where's 60? 60 is where the juice begins. Here. Okay, mage. Alright, 112. I got lucky there. I'm gonna get that bat, pray range, kill that bat with rigor as fast as I can. Now you see, I want to be on that tile because you see how much better the stack aligns. And voila, that's why you want to be on that tile. Middle tile would have worked too, in that case, in that instance. I'm going to step here in case my melee digs. You remember the drill? It's digging. Boom, just like that. I can take my time, but I don't want to take my time too much. I'll throw like one heal and then kill it off because... Well, actually, it wouldn't be too bad. If ever it dug, you could just like pray against it. You could just like pray against it and then kill it from the north side of the pillar like that. But it's just annoying when they dig. Especially if you're speed running, like the melee digging is some precious time that you waste. So you kind of don't want that. That behind your pillar? Oh, it's not dead. Right, step behind your pillar. I'm gonna switch to my mage gear and heal up a little bit. That and then kill it off. Oh, I think I don't have my armor top right now. That's fine. So here I'll go over there and I'll try and freeze that melee right here. Oh shit, I didn't get the freeze. It's okay, they're off tick. You notice how they're off tick? Kill the bat. Oh shit, they're off tick by like one tick though. It's so annoying. Woo! That was sweaty. But that's gotta take a gamble. If they had been on the same tick, that would have been a whole world of annoying. That would have been a whole world of annoying, honestly. That was kind of a shit spawn. But like I said, you can save yourself by throwing a freeze on the melee. So I would have like switched to my all mage gear and I would have like prayed augury and I would have frozen it and then I would have come to like that side of the pillar and I would have killed it like range while praying against the major. That's what I would have done in that case. Like if I was learning, let's say learning. Another thing I could have done is like step here, wait for the melee to attack me and then step to that tile so it would have been corner safe spotted. I kind of just thought about that actually. That also could have been possible. But hey, we got lucky. We got lucky. But it was a sweaty flick there. It was a pretty annoying flick because they were really like one tick apart. So so once again, the melee of the damage is calculated when it does its animation. So when it goes like is when you can switch to the other prayer. Heal on the ranger. A lot of people would have died there though. Step here. Wave 60, guys. The fun now begins. Now for this, you're going to want to pray augury at the beginning of every single wave. So you see how the ranger is attacking me? I got this. It's actually pretty spoon. It's actually pretty spoon spawn. I go to my safe spot, kill this nibbler off. Perfect. So what I'm going to do here. What I'm going to do here is get... Okay, you remember that that off tick? So as soon as the ranger attack, click, mage, et voila. So that way if the melee digs... Oh no, true, there's a blob. Is it gonna get in the... Okay, cool, yeah. As long as you 2-tick flick, you're gonna be good with the blob, I think. Oh no, you're not actually. Oh, well, that's fun. Okay, well, whatever. We corner safe spotted. That was important. It wasn't the best example, though, of what to do. Of what to do on that wave, in my personal opinion. But you know what? It worked, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. The important basically was to make sure that the melee wasn't going to be a nuisance for us. And that we weren't going to have to flick the melee with something else, because that's the most annoying part. So what I'm going to do here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the flick between that 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In case it respawns the melee, I'll be in the position to corner safe spot it. But we cool. We actually messed him up. T-Bow shreds sometimes. T-Bow noodles most of the fucking time because I hate that item with my life. But yeah. But we'll worry about that another time. So let's go. Now, in a lot of cases, I would advise for like 61, 62, 63, I would advise taking a sip of Bastion Potion. I'm probably gonna wait. I'm probably gonna hold off until 62 because I like to have like as much Bastion sips as I can for Zuck later, because it's just so much better when you can be potted up the whole time. But yeah, don't hesitate to take a Bastion sip on 60 even 2, you know what I mean, for like 60 and then a 62 or a 63. But 63 I'm definitely gonna pot up. Once again, these are all just my personal opinions, my personal preferences. There's a million ways to do the Inferno, and I respect all of them. And that's facts. Okay, back here with this on. Mage, Augury for 60 up, always Augury. Now, I'm gonna go on this side because there only the Ranger and the blob can attack me, right? I'm gonna kill that bat off first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Come on, die, Nibbler. 1, 2, 3. So one thing we could do here, okay, definitely is step out, start killing it like that. Actually, like that, more like 1, 2, 3, 4. So if it digs, I can go here and I'll be able to safe spot the melee. Oh no, never mind. I wasn't able to, but it's okay because it's gonna safe spot the other ones. It's gonna safe spot the other ones. So this is an example of a West Pillar safe spot. As you can tell, the melee the melee is blocking off the Ranger, so he can't hit me. Another thing I could have done is just like step like right here instead of at the bottom there, at the back there, but that also works. So once that guy dies, sometimes you just gotta take your time with the waves, you know. So we're gonna mess them up. We're gonna like deal with the whole wave, and then we're gonna go kill the Major from the north of the pillar, and we'll be just fine. We'll do just fine. Don't worry about it. Don't need to be a pro and kill the Major first every single time, even though it's nice. Even though it's actually really, really nice. I'll kill that blob. I'll kill that blob too. We're just gonna clear our minds. It is 60 and up afterwards. You're already so fucking good for making it there. Pat yourself on the back a little bit. Pat yourself on the back. You made it further than most people when they try. Get rid of that little guy here. Et voila. And then we go back to our safe spot out there. And kill that. Kill that. Major. I was gonna say motherfucker. So bat, you know what I can do? I can actually deal with that bat while it's there, because that way it's gonna be less annoying if other mobs respawn. I won't have to deal with it. So that was a good option there, because the Major cannot respawn them twice. That's gonna facilitate my life down the line. And no respawns, we got lucky. We can praise the almighty trout in the sky. Mage, Augury. Okay, now, once again on that side, because only the Ranger can attack me from there. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I might use that West Pillar corner safe spot once again. because the wave is kind of positioned like the last one. So whenever the melee digs, I'll be able to go right here, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, et voila, and we got our safe spot once again. This is actually the most that I've ever used that safe spot, doing this little guy right here, but it's really nice sometimes. It's really nice sometimes. I've actually started using that safe spot like really late. I was saying that flicking the melee was the last thing that I learned, but this is probably the last thing that I learned actually. How to properly use that pillar and in what situation you should use that pillar. Okay, I could just switch to that real quick, kill it off, otherwise I'm gonna be here all night. We'll switch to range before the range steps out of the pillar like so. You see how its attack animation actually delayed the movement from him stepping out of the pillar, and that's why I was able to attack it without stepping out. Even though it looked like it was right here, it was actually right here attacking me. It's just that when they attack, they don't move. And this is why you remove your RAM and all these other things. If you're like a sweaty speedrunner, got all my sweaty speedrunners. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm gonna kill the bat before I kill the blob. That way, like whenever the blob dies, the bat won't be able to attack me. I'm gonna get rid of that bat. Then kill the blob. Over here, and 63 next, guys. Oh my god, you've made it this far. What the fuck? You're so happy. Like, you're about to beat the hardest wave in the Inferno. How does it feel? How does it feel? Woo! I'm ready. So, like I said, for 63, I'm gonna take a sip of Bastion because that shit can get out of control real quick. Et voila, easy respawns, easy everything. This game is easy, guys. Get back to my bat safe spot. Bat is safe. I'm gonna drink my super restorer. I'm gonna be full for that next wave. Pot up and wish me luck, guys. This is the Hail Mary. Spoon as hell. I got lucky there. Oh no, I gotta stay on my magic tile though. Let me stay on my magic tile. Okay, that was perfect actually. So now, 1, 2, 3. Or if the melee dig is gonna be corner safe spotted, I'll be able to just flick against the blob. This is a super spoon spawn. I wish I could have shown you something a little sweatier, but we'll take it. We take those. That's what I always say. We take those. Now I am gonna kill that. I am gonna kill that melee ASAP because I don't want to have to deal with this guy ever again. Click here, and as you can tell, the major was preventing the ranger from stepping out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Focus on the major's attacks. Cycle. You saw how like I was one tick flicking, but the blob hit me once like at first. That's because if you one tick flick like that, the blob is gonna take like one cycle. I don't know how to call it to adapt. So it's normal. Actually, I'm gonna decide to kill the ranger first here because like I said, I hate dealing with the blob spawns on that side of the pillar because they get all messy and all that, and like more than one of them can attack you. So I have my blobs in a position right now where once I kill them on the right side of the pillar, they're gonna be super easy. Focus on my range. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Step like that. Et voila, baby. Guys, we're almost there. We're almost there. Holy shit. Yep, oh, they're all dead. Woo! Let's go. Now, don't let your guard down though. Don't let your guard down because the next waves can get sweaty and you can die. And it really sucks dying at that point. Not as in you suck, but it's just not a good feeling that you want to experience. Trust me. So, you keep your armor top on still. Mage, rigger. Boom. Okay, so see that's what I mean when I mean like I'm gonna land a freeze on that guy. Oh, I did it? I did it? Okay, see I ended up landing it at one tile away from me, but that's really how it be though in the Inferno. Sometimes you just take those. So I'm gonna go on the other side here after the ranger attacks. I can even, it doesn't really matter your pillars at that point, but I'm a bit OCD. So I'm actually gonna take care of that. And then I'm gonna go back here, hit the major. If my melee digs, I'll be able to corner safe spot it like so. And kill the melee first. Because in my opinion, this is the best way to do. Remember what I said, if you're praying against something, kill something else, except in rare occasions where there's an exception to that. Once again, on that side, we're going to be safe if the melee digs. We'll be able to safe spot. Gotta be really quick on switching your prayer like that, otherwise the ranger is going to punish you for it. Whenever you want to like understand the motions better, you can pause the video. You can put the video on slow motion, half speed, quarter speed, 75% speed, and look at it again. I used a lot more super restores than I normally would have. I only have 7 left, which is still really good, but yeah, I did use more for like I said, for learning purposes. But I'm still satisfied. I can definitely pull it off with that. On Jads, I'll show you how to flick Jad. So you're basically going to use almost zero prayer on Jad. And then triples, you're kind of going to have to use some prayer. Zuck, you're definitely going to have to use some prayer. Once again, this is 2 ranger. The next wave, 2 ranger and a major. So really important to be... Oh, okay. Oh, super spoon, man. What the hell? So I'm going to go right here so that my major can come closer. And then just go right back and kill it off. Step on my magic tile just so we make sure that these guys are perfectly aligned. And yo, we're literally like, we can't mess up with this. The only way you can mess up on the next wave is because the next wave is 2 majors, 66. So if let's say like you get into a 1-tick flick on 66 and there's server lag, or you miss up your flick and they both hit you at the same time, it's kind of only way to die at that point. So. Hell yeah, pat yourself on the shoulder. I'm happy it all went smoothly. I feel like I was able to get a decent amount of knowledge in for you guys. Hopefully you feel the same. Maybe you can drop me in the comment what was the most useful tip during this run. I would love to hear it because I'm curious. And if ever there's some other things that that weren't covered in the video during the waves that you would like to know, also drop it in the comments, and I'll be reading through them and answering the questions as best as I can. So step out of the pillar, kill these guys. Shout out to my homies in the CC, by the way. You're lola 1 CC, baby. Best gang. Okay, now I don't need to put my armor on for this one because it's only going to be 2 majors, like I said. What's important about this wave? You don't really need to freeze the nibblers because fuck a pillar at this point, but like I said, I'm a little OCD about that. So what's important on this wave is that at the end of the wave, all the pillars are going to collapse. So when all the mobs are going to die, all the pillars are going to collapse. So when that happens, you want to be at least 1 tile away from the pillar, like so. Also, what I do is at the beginning of this wave, I hit the logout button, which is going to pause the Inferno at the end of the wave, and it's going to give us a little break, you know, a little breathing room before Jad begins. and then we're gonna be killing Jads and triple Jads. So let's go. So also, it's especially important if you're speedrunning or if you don't know how to one-tick flick, but you kind of want to kill both these guys at the same time because they can respawn each other. Only once, but still, if you're on a speedrun, that's like, that can ruin a speedrun. Definitely. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to hit it too much. It's already pretty low right here. I'm going to get him as low as I can without like risking killing them with the T-bow, and then I'm going to bring them even closer to death with the blowpipe. And like right here, this guy, you see, I could bring him closer to death with the blowpipe instead of my T-bow. Because there's like more chances of a fuck up. Oh, wait. Oh, nice. I got lucky there. It didn't kill it. You see, that's kind of perfect, actually. That's kind of perfect, actually. Kill him. Kill him. Et voila, it's over. Pillars are going to collapse. And the waves are clear. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for making it there. So next, we step on that tile. I'm going to turn up my game sounds a little bit because there's a lot of the Jad. I mean, obviously, most of you guys have your fire cape at that point, but there's a lot of cues that come from audio in Jads. So I love to have my my sound up, maybe some headphones and stuff, but I'm comfortable enough that I don't need the headphones. Sorry about that. That was a little rude. I'm gonna start like rearranging my inventory a little bit for Zuck and all that. Also, since you don't need to use your quick prayer anymore for Jads and triple Jads, what I do is I already like on Jad, I already set my prayer to Redemption and Rigor, which we're going to use on the healer phase of Zuck. Don't worry about that. Soon enough, switch to your T-bow. I don't Bastion for the first Jad because it's only one Jad and it's so easy. But you can if you want. If you're speedrunning, you're definitely going to Bastion. So yeah, let's send it. Find a world with good ping. It's not going to start again until you log out and log back in, or until you hop world. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to hop world, stand on this tile, the magic tile. So that tile is basically going to, like Jad is going to spawn right here. You know what I mean? Jad's going to spawn right here. So I'm one tile away from Jad, which is perfect. Because if you're right next to Jad, he's going to melee you, and that sucks. So wish me luck. How to flick Jad and barely use any prayer points on Jad. Let me tell you. First, you don't want to forget, once again, if you want to have some breathing room after Jad, you hit the logout button at the beginning of the wave. And this is how we flick Jad. So, for the range attack, as soon as you hear the sound, you can turn off your prayer. For the mage attack, as soon as you see the fireball, you can turn off your prayer. Turn off your prayer. Sound, turn off your prayer. T-bow shredding today. Now you can get these guys with a blood barrage. That way you get them faster. Definitely, my big tip is take your sweet time. Take your sweet time with these guys. Now, since I don't want to lose any HP, we're gonna make sure that these guys. So what I used to do is you wait for the attack and then you step on the other side. Once it attacks you, you switch to melee maybe. Boom. And then you switch. Oh, I'm actually full HP, so I don't even have to. But normally, this is where you would heal on the healers. So this is where you would cast some blood barrages on the healers. That was clean as hell, actually. Clean and some good RNG, of course, because I do believe that they hit me a few times. But hey, good RNG, we take those. So that's it. Just keep flicking the stuff. As soon as you see the fireball for mage, you turn it off. Fireball, turn it off. Sound, turn it off. Hey, and just like that, we killed Jazzy. We used what, like 3 prayer points? I don't know. I'd have to like rewind the video to see exactly how many prayer points I used. But yeah, not a lot though, that's for sure. Maybe a little more than 3, but definitely not a lot. So this is the tile for triple Jad. Basically, it's gonna put you 1 tile away from the south Jad, which is the Jad that I kill. This is my personal preference. I'm sure some people do it different ways. I don't know actually, because I don't really use. You know what I mean? So this is where I decide to stand. I kill this guy first, but it doesn't mean that it's the first one that's going to attack. So the first thing you want to do on triples is just be really aware of what's about to happen. I always start triple jads with range, pray, and rigor on. Of course, I'm going to be pray rigor the whole time this time around, and I'm also going to pot up with my bastion. And so the priority on a triple jads is definitely to just keep up with the rotation. And once the healer spawns, don't panic, guys. You don't have to tag them like at the speed of lightning, you know? Focus on the flicks and tag them one by one with the T-bow. Don't go with the blood spells, especially if it's your first cape. So use your T-bow, right-click them, and everything should be smooth. So we're gonna dive back. We're gonna dive right back in. Wish me luck, and I wish you luck. You're also in there. Now you're wondering, what do I do? What do I have to face? Forget to click the logout button to have a little breathing room before Zuck. I pot up here, and then I pray, like I said, range and rigor. I told you T-bow noodles. Always in the wrong moments of noodles. I hate you, T-bow. I hate you so much. So one by one, like I said. One by one, like I said. We take our time with the T-bow. Focus on the flicks. Back on this guy. Now a little trick here, you can step back one tile like that to make sure that you only have one of the minions attacking you. You see how one of them is corner safe spotted and the other one is just blocked off by the other minion? Oh, thank you T-bow. As usual, not responding to abuse. When the first one is down, you pretty much have it down. Like, it's a lot easier when one of them is down. The hardest part of triple jet is getting the first one down. Oh, I messed up there so bad. So bad. Okay, we cool. We cool, actually. We survived. Oh my god, that could have been a bit fuck up. That's why I say right-click these guys. That's why I said right-click these guys earlier, but then I didn't even listen to what I was saying. Practice what you preach, guys. That was a close one. We good. We survived. Once again, I can go like here to make sure one of them is corner safe spotted. Or at least like stuck behind the other minion. Oh my god, that was so close. That's what happens when you talk at the same time. Definitely make sure you have no distractions whenever you're doing this thing. By yourself, that guy dead. And just like that, we pretty much... Now you're back to single jet, so you've done your fire cape before. Now you can start flicking the minion again to save some prayer so you can have as much as you can for Zuck. And you're going to be able... Don't use your bruise because you'll be able to heal on the minions, just like on single jet. One at a time, if you're learning. Like that. Pray melee when you run under. If ever it already attacked, pray melee just to be safe. Attack the Urquhart. What I would do here is definitely like remove everything that gives me negative magic bonus, so I can heal on the healers, because their magic defense is like surprisingly good. Sometimes you're just gonna splash on them like 10 times in a row. Okay, voila guys, we pretty much solved triple jazz. All I gotta do is cruise until the end. Conserve my prayer. We're gonna be getting to Zug with some more than decent supplies. Et voila, full HP, 6 full super restores left, 6 brews, and I brought in 6. So if you listen to my advice, guys, this is gonna be you. This is gonna be you one day. Now, for Zug, this is how I set up my inventory, okay? I keep the Toxic Blowpipe and the Illy Spirit Shield on top. You're not gonna need any of those. So I just bring like my super restores like that. And I keep like a few brews in. That way they're like close, you know, they're like close to the inventory like that. Maybe like one here, one here. My bastions over there, my stamina potion right there. And you're gonna pot up before you go in. I like using like the potions at the bottom first. Maybe I'd have like one of the brews on the side like that. Like that emergency brew that you can hit like very quickly. Now, I wouldn't say I'm the best Zuck teacher. I would definitely recommend checking out Exact's video on Zuck because he's an absolute, you know, master at the game. And this is actually the only guide I've watched for Zuck is his. So I'm gonna link it in the description below. And but I can run you through like the theory real quick. You know what? Actually, never mind. I'm just gonna let Exact do that. And I'm gonna try and comment on what I'm doing as I'm doing Zuck. And hopefully not fuck up in the process. So wish me luck. Again, make sure that your quick prayers on redemption is going to be very useful for the healer phase. Inventory like that. Run energy on. And we hope for the best at this point. Literally. 487. Let's go. Believe in yourself. It's going to be very stressful the first few times. Zuck Shield is going to go either left or right at the beginning. There's no set, like it's not like set in stone. Normally I bastion right here during the little opening scene. There's a little moment before the cutscene where you can do shit like that. And then yeah, you pay attention. Is it going to go left or right? It's going left. So, Ray Rigger, hit him once. As soon as he moves his leg, the damage has been calculated. No! Wow, I can't believe that happened, guys. That's why I said I shouldn't. That's why I said I shouldn't be talking during the guide. Oh well, whatever. Like I said, you have Exact's guide. You have Exact's guide for that. Maybe I'm gonna. This is so dumb. Maybe I'm gonna upload my own Zuck guide at one point. But at least you know how to get there. And yeah, thank you for sticking with me this whole time to see such a incredibly noobish blank. That's like classic men, right? Can't do two things at once. So yeah, 2C2 baby, TROUTGANG, best gang. Leave me a subscription on YouTube if you think that this guide was useful. Check me out on Twitch, Dear Lola1 on Twitch, on Twitter, and that's it. Discord link is also in the comments. Have a good day. I love y'all.